All right, welcome out to the Pirates Cove podcast. Once again, it's Wednesday. This is episode number 10. And once again, we'll start off with some guests from our number one state-ranked Rockport-Fulton Lady Pirates softball team. And we'll introduce them here in just a minute. And as always, I've got my sidekick that's here with me every Wednesday, Johnny Zavala, the Z-Man. How you doing, Z-Man?
Doing good.
Are you ready to get this podcast rolling?
Oh yeah.
All right. And as I said earlier, we have three of our softball ladies that are here with us this evening. We have junior pitcher number 14, Jordan Hall. Jordan, how you doing?
I'm good.
All right. And then we have another junior, third baseman, number 34, Kelsey Polasek.
Hi.
How you doing, Kelsey?
I'm doing good.
And then we have sophomore outfield number 5, Astasia Roe. Astasia, how you doing?
I'm doing really good.
All right. So we were explaining to the ladies, first of all, thank you for taking some time to come on the podcast and talk with us so that the community can get to know more of our Lady Pirates softball team. You girls just ended the season undefeated in district play, which is awesome. You're district champs. You had won that a week ago. Then you had the big game yesterday, or actually it was Monday, I'm sorry, at home. It was packed, ladies. It was wild. And you guys played a great game to go undefeated in district play, which is awesome. Congratulations. And then I really enjoyed the fireworks at the end. I didn't know that was going to happen. It was just a really good night for Rockport-Fulton Pirate sports. I really like it when we win district. And now the hard work begins, right, ladies? So you guys are going to be traveling now. Tomorrow, you guys will be going to Tide Haven. You'll be playing Freeport. I think it's Freeport, Brassport, or something like that. A game starts at 7, and it'll be a 2 out of 3 match. So you'll probably have to drive up there again. You'll be driving up there again on Friday, and then hopefully that'll be the end. But here we go. It's the road to state. And we've been saying this whole year that we're ranked number 1 and we're going to be there at the very end. We should be the last team standing, but we've got to play the games, ladies. And so thank you once again for coming out to the podcast. And Johnny, I'll throw it over to you so you can go ahead and ask these ladies some of the questions.
All right. This is how I start off pretty much with every podcast is I love asking the girls what they do before a game. So Jordan, what do you like to do before a game?
Well, we all go to the cages and we hit, and then we all kind of disperse from there. So me, I get either Subway or tropical smoothie, and then we head back to the locker room, and then we just chill, get dressed, get ready, and then get the game mindset, and then we head to the field.
I like that. It seems like a lot of y'all go to that Subway. Kelsey, what anything different that you do?
I always braid my hair the same way for every game. Yeah.
Girls. Anything else?
I usually go to Subway too. If not Subway, I'll go to Sonic.
What about you, Astasia? What kind of ritual things or any kind of superstitious things that you do?
I don't really have any superstitious things that I do. We usually go, if I'm not going with Kelsey to Subway or with Piper back to the locker room, I usually stay at the field and I watch college softball games before we go so I can get my mindset right and I get myself ready for the game and I get myself thinking about softball.
That's a good way to do it. That's mental preparation right there. I like that. Jordan, you pitched some games here and there. I like how where Sierra goes in and you go in or Kimball goes in. All three y'all just complete. Especially some of these games we just play 3 innings. Y'all each pitch 1 inning and stuff like that. What does it feel like whenever you pitch like a no-hitter with these girls?
It really just depends on who we're playing and what the score is, but really it's all mental and how you see it. I trust who's behind the plate who's in front of me, who's behind me. So I can really just go out there and do me and know the outcome will be good because we all want the same thing, and we're going to achieve what we want, what we've worked for. So
And that is a good feeling going in there. Same having that same defense that Sierra started off with, you know. So, hey, that's you do your job. I'm pretty sure you trust these girls. You know, that's a lot of confidence builders right there. Um, Kelsey, you had a rough start. You had a broken hand, am I correct?
A broken pinky, yeah.
Broken pinky. How did it feel like being on the bench starting off the season this year?
It was a little hard. It was hard not being able to get out there and play right away. I definitely had to have patience and let my body heal before I could start playing again.
I've had that situation back in my high school days. That it is rough. It is hard watching everybody getting out there. But hey, I know you were always out there, still with the girls. You never gave up. You know, you were one door like, my hand's broken. I don't belong out here or don't want to go out there. But hey, you're a great team player. I mean, you were out there with the girls. You're part of the team, and that's what I love about this year. Is everybody's part of the team, no matter if they're hurt and not sure if they're even going to come back. You know, so you know, we all appreciate that here. Astasia, when you're on the bench and let's say Sierra gets a base hit, Coach Reyes calls your name to go out there and run. What goes through your mind when you're called to go run out there?
I'm usually up and ready, and when someone's up to bat, say like a power hitter like Mikey, Sierra, I usually don't have to run for Mikey, but like say Sierra, I look at the batter, I look at how many outs we have, I look at the gaps, I look at everything a runner needs to look at to see where, if she hits it in the gap, am I going to have a good read? Am I going to be able to make it to third? Am I going to need to steal on the catcher if she drops the ball? Am I going to be able to make that run?
I like that. I like that you're paid for real close attention. That's one thing you could have an edge on. You know, you get to see how everybody gets those leads and stuff like that, and how that catcher, how she throwing to the second base or third base. I like that. I like that getting that read. Pre-game mind, and during the game you have that mind going. I like that. Jordan, I notice you have a few pitches on your list. What is your favorite pitch and why?
My favorite and my best pitch would probably be a curveball.
Curveball.
If I accidentally throw it wrong, it'll turn into a backdoor curve, and it's on accident, but it always looks like it's purposely supposed to be there. But if I throw it just a regular curveball, it always just curves the right way, and I have confidence in the pitch it's going to be a strike like 90% of the time.
You got some movement on your balls. That's interesting that you're trying to throw something, but something else comes out of it, which is good. A lot of times it's good. You know, you get any kind of movement, you know, that you don't want to batters be sitting there on a fastball the whole time, you know, or expecting a curve to go one way only and adjusting to it. While they're adjusting to it, it goes the opposite way. But hey, that's a great pitch to have that, you know, as your number one pitch. Gabriel, I'm gonna pass it on to you.
All right, ladies. So I got a couple of questions for you guys. Number one would be experience. Talk about your experience. We're going to tell you this question is for the three of you guys, right? So talk about your experience this year playing for Rockport-Fulton. And what's it been like to play for Coach Reyes? Jordan, I'll go to you first.
Playing for Rockport is like playing with your family. We all have a bond that we've created and that we have, and we all want the same thing. Us, the girls, the coaches, we all want the same thing, and we constantly remind ourselves of it. We're always in contact with each other, no matter where we are, time of day, whenever. And we're more of a family than we are a team, which we depend on each other, which is good in the end. And then working under Reyes, she is a good coach. She's very hard on us, which makes us tough. I am very mentally tough from where I was and where I am now 3 years ago, 3 years now. I have just became very mentally tough and know what has to be done and just what she expects of us. And yeah.
Kelsey?
I love playing for Rockport, especially this year. We're very close this year on the team, and my team has helped me a lot, especially once I got hurt. They helped me like work through it, and once I got released, they helped me get back into the groove of everything. And Coach Ray has helped a lot with that because she was very patient with me, and she always encouraged me to keep trying and pushing myself, which I'm very thankful for.
That's awesome. Astasia?
Well, let me get. You kind of stole my question on this one for her.
Okay, go ahead.
Basically, my question to her on this one was, being on this softball team, what does it mean to you for Astasia?
Growing up playing Little League for more than 6 years, going to every single varsity softball game, watching the pitchers, watching the stuff that goes on, how the team links together was my goal ever since I've been like really small. I always wanted to be on varsity for Rockport. It was like my dream. And when I got into high school my sophomore year and I did tryouts and I made varsity, I was very proud and excited for myself because I had achieved a goal that I had been wishing for since I was very little.
What do you think about what the Gabriel said about Coach Reyes?
I love playing for Coach Reyes. Seeing myself grow as a player and seeing myself achieve goals that I've set for myself, like small goals like being able to steal second on a really good catcher or hit a triple or hit the fence or do things like she pushes you past your limits so you know how much you are capable of. She pushes you to your full potential and makes sure that you're a very good player. She expects a lot from us and it makes us better people.
That's awesome, Johnny. That's awesome what they're saying. And that's what it takes, ladies, to be the last team standing. That's what it takes. You're going to play some really good competition. And you've seen some of that already in district. And you guys grinded out 2 really tough games in district. But that's what champions do. You know, you're not always going to be on hitting home runs, and you're not always going to score 14 runs in a game. There's going to be some where you're going to struggle you know, with hits and stuff. And we've seen that, but it's the team, it's the chemistry that you guys trust in each other, that next person that's coming up, no matter who it is going to get that base hit or whoever's on base. You know, everybody has trust. And we, as the fans, right, that are watching, can see, like, I'll hear the interviews and then I'll see what you guys say when I watch you play. And it seems like, you know, when you get on, some of you girls that come on to varsity, your freshman and sophomore, every year you can see that you get better. Your hits get better. The knowledge of the game gets better. And that's credit to Coach Reyes and her assistants. They do the job to prepare you ladies for every situation. And this year, it seems like even the freshmen and the sophomores that are on there, man, they're playing big with the juniors and seniors. And that's what it takes to be the last team standing. And I've said this since we started podcast 1. You girls have what it takes to win that state title this year. You really do. You got the pitching and the hitting and the chemistry. Everything's there. And I hope that we won't have a bad game here or there that will knock us out of the season, because you got to play the game. But the potential is there to be the last team standing. And I can't wait to get started tomorrow. And for the last team standing, there'll be a big party for you guys in Rockport, I'm sure. Question number 2 is for the 3 of you. What have you guys learned from the 4 seniors that are on this ball club? Astasia, I'll go to you first.
Playing with Mikey, Maddie, Sarah, and Lydia has taught me a lot, because when I first made the team and I started hanging out with everybody, I was kind of to myself. I didn't really talk to anybody. They really helped me let loose and become myself and be more relaxed in the field. And it made me a very good ball player.
Kelsey?
Playing with the seniors has really helped me as a player myself, because they would always like give me hints and like help me become a better player. And that has taught me to then help the sophomores and freshmen, just like learn a little bit, and like just like little things help them throughout the game.
Jordan?
Even us going into like our freshman year and them being a sophomore, and then just now them being seniors, they've always been like the leaders of the team. They've always been the ones that you look to, whether it was chance, a hit, a strikeout, anything. They were always the ones that you had the most hope for. And practice wise, they would always just give you the littlest advice to help you out, and just to like let you know that it's okay. Mistakes do happen, and just fix it and just prepare for the future.
That's awesome. That's really awesome. It's great to have a good leadership like that. And you ladies will be having to take that role on next year. When they're gone, it'll fall on the juniors and your shoulders and the sophomores, right? You'll have to keep it going. That'll be some big shoes to fill, but it's the next man up, right? You guys know, you've seen it firsthand, day in and day out, practice, it gains preparation. So we just need to keep it going to keep that softball team up there, competitive every year. So it's going to be good. I think we're going to have a really good softball team for years to come. We got good coaching and we got good players. The young talent is still there for another couple of years. We'll see what the junior high has, but it's good. It's good to see that. And before I throw it over to Johnny, I'll ask another question. What did winning district mean to you guys? You went undefeated, and you guys are district champs. Kelsey, I'll go to you first. What does winning district this year mean to you?
I'm very proud that we won district. It's a great honor because we worked very, very hard to earn it. And my sisters, when they went to high school, they also won district one of their years. So I'm proud to say I also won it too.
That's awesome. Jordan?
Winning district was like a check off our bucket list, just a relief that we actually did it. Like, it was something to prove a point that we actually made it that far, and that we're going to be able to go much farther as long as we just believe in ourselves, and the outcome will show.
Sure will. Stacia?
Gabe, what she said about the checklist, I've been wanting to put one on the Power Code, but I keep forgetting. So she reminded me, I'm going to put a checklist on there.
There you go. Stacia?
Winning district and being undefeated really gave our team more confidence than we already had. We hype each other up all the time. We were always there for each other, and winning district and being undefeated really showed everybody what we can do and what we can achieve and what we will achieve in the future.
I like that. I really like that. You girls are champions. Johnny, I'll throw it over back to you.
All righty. Like I said, Astasia answered that one earlier for me. Jordan, what's the most memorable game that you pitched? Current or past, and why?
I believe the most recent one was probably, I believe it was my sophomore year when we went to Columbia, and I wasn't prepared for what was going to happen. Sierra's arm was hurt and she couldn't move it, and we were playing a good team, and I was the only other pitcher that was there. So I had to half warm up and just be mentally like, you got it, just prepare myself for what was going to happen. And the outcome of the game was really good. We ended up winning. That was probably one of the best games I've ever pitched. And basically just having to fill in for her, and then the coaches and the team having confidence in me just made me feel better and fueled my confidence to where I could perform better.
Yeah. That's perfect for that one. I mean, that's something that's unexpected, and that's always going to stick in your mind. That's a game that they're going to remember you by, and still continue using you and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
we're probably going to need you in the playoffs. Kelsey, we always know this as, I don't know if they use it for softball terms. I know baseball terms as the hot corner. What do you like about playing the hot corner?
I love playing third base because as a person, I overthink a lot and overanalyze. And so being at third base when it's coming so fast, I just have to react. Like I don't have to wait and think about the hops. I just go and do it. And it helps me be a better player.
I played third base in high school, and man, how close y'all play up there for softball. It's like, wow. I would have to go out there with a mask and chest protector and everything. I mean, man, I have respect to any third baseman for softball. Astasia, I'm gonna turn this around with Jordan's question. What's your most memorable hit?
It wasn't for the school team. My most memorable hit was when I was on a select team last summer. It was a very big game in a tournament. There was 2 outs. We were in the second inning of overtime. The bases were loaded, 2 outs, and I had 2 strikes, and I was up to bat. And I became disciplined, and I put the bat on the ball, and I sent it over the fence, and we won the game by 4.
Ooh, that's the way to end that one. Especially in extra innings and stuff like that. I mean, everybody's hype is up when bases are loaded like that. But yeah, that's a good one to remember. Bye. Gabriel, back to you, buddy.
All right. All right. So, ladies, I've just got 2 more questions for you. And the next one is, it's for the 3 of you. What would winning state this year mean to you? Stacia, I'll go to you first.
Winning state, that would be, I'm not even gonna over exaggerate. That would probably be the coolest investing that would ever happen to me. Winning state would it would boost my confidence so much and just show everybody on our team what we can do and what we can achieve and who we really are and what we really play like and the talent that we have.
Absolutely. Jordan?
Winning state would be like the topping of everything that we've worked for, the last thing on our checklist that is just something that we look forward to, and actually achieving it would show how hard we've worked and everything that we've put into this day in, day out, every day would finally pay off, and a good way to just go out the season.
Kelsey?
Winning state would be amazing. It'd be a dream come true. Like they said, we've worked so hard to get here. We've worked our whole high school career so far to get to state. And if we get there and win it, it would just be amazing.
Just finish it, ladies. Just finish it. We've been saying that. We've been seeing it everywhere we go. We've been hearing it everywhere we go. Just finish it. And the last question I have for you ladies is, I know the 3 of you play softball. You probably play other sports as well, or you guys are always working out. But I always ask this question at the very end. What other hobbies, or what are other things that you ladies enjoy doing that does not involve sports? Kelsey, I'll go to you first.
I like to hunt on my free time. I'll go big game hunting, or I'll go fishing. I really enjoy doing both of those. Or if I get really bored, I'll make a puzzle with my mom.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Jordan?
When I'm not playing or something, I usually find my way back somehow, but I usually try to spend as much time with family and friends outside of softball that you kind of never get to talk to because you're so busy every day. So just kind of try to catch up with family and friends and just mentally have like mental rest and just wait until the next time you go in and do it all over again.
Yeah, I'm sure it's draining. Yeah, you can never go wrong with spending time with family. Stasia?
Um, there's really not a time where I'm not playing softball either with the school team or select during the summer or just outside by myself playing softball. But when I am not playing softball, I really like to read. I read books all the time. Like before I go to bed, I always read. I feel like it just smartens me. Like I love to read, and I also do ROTC.
Yeah, that's awesome, ladies. That's awesome. And but that's why you're where you're at. And you're in the position that you're in because you guys enjoy playing softball and you do it consistently. And when the season's over, you guys are still going, like you said, and select team. You're doing something to get better and prepare yourself as best as you can for next year. It's just been awesome to see you ladies when I go out to the games to watch Sierra pitch the way she does. I mean, it's good to see an athlete pitch the way she pitches, no matter what team they're playing for, right? Because I enjoy watching athletes from other schools. I love seeing young talent and seeing how that talent can develop to the next level, right? But when the talent is on your team, it's really special because you're seeing it every game because you go to the games, right? And just the young talent that we have. I mean, from a fan's point of view, when you look at what we're doing this year, and some of the plays and the way our younger underclassmen are playing, it's exciting to see where we're going to go for the next couple of years because we got talent, ladies. We got talent. And so, it starts tomorrow in the playoffs. So, I'm going to pass it over to Johnny, but wish you guys all the luck tomorrow. Win those 2 games. I don't go to that 3rd game, come back and rest like Jordan says. And then we're going up. I can tell you, man, that all day today at work, I'm surprised I didn't get in trouble because I was looking at that bracket pretty much the whole day. I mean, I had to do some work, but when I wasn't doing work, man, I was on my phone, on my iPad, and I was looking at that bracket to see who we're going to play next. Kind of going a little ahead of myself, but that's where I see that's how good our team is. We'll be the last team standing. I don't play, but I definitely cheer you guys on and hope that we're the last team standing. So, Johnny, I'll throw it over to you. Do you have any other questions for the ladies?
I was gonna ask any of y'all. We've been the number one team in the state for a few weeks, correct? Do we know who's all behind us? Some of y'all might know. No. So the top 5 hasn't moved at all. These are some teams to look out for. One team's the number 2 team, which has been number 2 the whole entire season with us. One time they were number 1. Iowa Park sits at 28 wins and 1 loss. Then we have Smithville with 23 wins and 1 loss. And Melissa at 19 wins and 1 loss. There's prediction that that's going to be the final 4. So, hey, I want to knock all of them down. All of them down. We've been keeping up with that Iowa part, but that's if we do face them, that would be the championship game. So yeah, I'm hoping that it comes out that way somewhere. But going back to this district game, this last district game, that was the most intense, exciting game. I mean, it was still 4-0, but man, it just how I'm gonna ask you each one of y'all this question. I'm gonna go with Kelsey. Kelsey, how did it feel playing that in front of that many people that game?
I was a little nervous, but I really didn't notice all the people. Like I was just focused on the batter when I was playing defense and what I needed to do if it was hit to me. And I just kind of blocked everyone out.
Everything was going on. What about you, Astasia?
Being there at the game and seeing that many people, I feel like it really boosted my confidence, because seeing that many people, like the bullpen being totally filled, the entire back fence being filled with trucks and people, and the stands being packed, showed that people really do care to watch us play, and they do care about what we do on the field.
What about you, Jordan? What did you think about the crowd there at our field?
At first, I really wasn't paying attention. I wanted to see how bad Sinton was going to fight us to try to win the game. I just wanted to see how the game was going to plan out. But as soon as we started like getting hits and scoring is when I really realized how many people were actually there at the game. Like, there was no fence without a person being there. The sides were completely filled, the whole back, the stands, everything was completely filled with people. And it really shows that what we're doing is making an impact, and that we just got to keep it up and see how far we can actually go.
In case y'all didn't know, that outfield fence, there was trucks double parked out there, one behind each other. Yeah, there were people sitting trucks behind other trucks. That's how deep how many people were out there too. So that was a very, very intense game. I mean, very exciting game, just all the way around. Just that got my emotions going, on that one, just because it's Sinton. I have deep blood with Sinton myself back in my high school days. I don't really have anything else to say, Gabriel.
All right, ladies, before we end the podcast, I always send your parents, because I don't know you ladies, right? So I'd like to get some info, how you started softball, do you play any other sports? And we like to read these things out, and I read exactly what your mom or dad wrote to me. And this is just to let the community know, right? So they know who you are, they know the sport that you play right now, which is softball, and they know your classification. And it's good, so when somebody comes out from the community, they'll know, they'll be able to put a name with the jersey, and they'll remember some of the things, because, we as fans, we see the talent, right? And so we'll sit there and we'll see a good pitcher pitch, and, or we'll see a good hitter come up and hit all the time, or the fielding's good. But the work that you guys have to put in every day, it didn't start yesterday. It started when you guys were young, wanting to be, like Astasia said, a dream of hers has always been to be on varsity. She had to work really hard to get there, right? It didn't just come natural to her. That hard work pays off. And that's why we want to read these things, so the community knows how hard our athletes work. We've got a lot of good athletes. Our programs here in Rockport are doing good, all of them, from football to volleyball to our boys and girls soccer, to our tennis. We got 2 athletes going to state early, I think next week or so, at the end of next week. Look at what our softball team is doing. Look at our baseball team. And we're excelling in all sports. And that's how we've got good athletes, and we've got good coaches that spend the time with you guys to develop your game. So when I look back, I've been in Rockport. I graduated back in the 90s. And we were good. We were never this good in all sports, that I can remember. We're excelling in just about every sport, and that's good to see. And so we want to excite the community to come on out. We don't want it to be just one game like it was said. That should be every game that you have that outfield pack like that, to come out and support all of our sports. And that's what we're trying to do here at the Pirates Cove. So, Jordan, I'll read out exactly what your parents wrote. They're not that long, so I don't want to embarrass anybody, but this is what they wrote. I'm reading word for word. So Jordan has been pitching since she was 7, going into minors and Little League. She has played on multiple select teams since the age of 7 to the present now. Was starting pitcher for 2 junior Little League district champion titles. Went to the WCWS in Oklahoma in 2018. What's WCWS, Jordan?
The Women College World Series. I went to Oklahoma.
Wow. You see, that's awesome. You went there in 2018 with Under Armour and made the national traveling team, and has been selected to it since 3 years, oh, I'm sorry, you've been selected to since then. 3 years on varsity, no other high school sports, but she's been an athletic trainer for the last 3 years as well. So Jordan, you just play softball. Is that correct?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Wow. And that's something I didn't know. You see, so if we don't get that information, I would have never known. I'd be watching you. And that's impressive to be able to do those things and the things that you've already accomplished. So I will go to Astasia next. Astasia went to state for ROTC, from where she got ranked up to petty officer second class and got drill cords, gotten multiple first place awards for arm drills. In softball, in Little League, she went to All-Stars 2 years in a row and played select ball for STX Legends, Outlaws, Texas Cannons, Texas Cyclones, Premier Gold. That's awesome. And this is the kind of stuff that we want to be able to read out to our community. Give me a second and I will read out Kelsey's. Okay. All right, Kelsey. Kelsey started playing softball right after T-ball. Been a varsity starter at third base since her freshman year. Season participation was delayed this year due to breaking her pinky finger on her throwing hand while playing a final softball tournament just before the high school season started. Required surgery and 3 pins. Was out 6 to 8 weeks. Also plays volleyball and it was on varsity last year. And Kelsey, that's awesome. I didn't know who played third until Johnny told me. I was wondering, I was always asking, is she going to come back? So it's good to have you back, to be part of this team on the field, this amazing run that you guys are having. And we do this all the time and we add other things so that the community will know how talented our athletes are, like I said, and to come out and watch you guys. You play volleyball, like I talked earlier, that volleyball team is good. It's been good for the last couple of years. They've been in the playoffs. I heard that this year, the varsity, the team that they lost to, went all the way to state. Is that correct?
Yes.
Wow. See, that's awesome. Again, this is why we do the Pirate Cove, and we're working on adding other things to expanding our team a little bit better, to be able to go out there and videotape your games consistently and put them out there so the people that can't make it can at least watch. You have some people that graduated, even with me, that enjoy being able to watch and see what's going on back here. Because like we say, once a Pirate, always a Pirate, right? So you get a lot of Pirates that graduated back in the 80s that still come on the Pirates Cove and watch and still interested. They live up north, they live down south, they live out of state. So it's good, and we want to make it better. So ladies, I want to once again congratulate you on your district title. The playoffs will start tomorrow, and I wish you guys all the luck in the world. I mean, we're a real talented team, and from where I sit, we got a really good chance to bring that title home, but we got to play the games. And as you guys know, in softball, it can go either way. But as we do here on the Pirates Cove, we always give the last word to Johnny, but when we have guests, it always goes to our guests. So I'll give you three ladies the last word. So Jordan, I'll go to you first. Anything you want to say before we call it a night? You're good?
I'm good.
Anything you want to say before you go? You're good. Kelsey?
Thank you for having us. It was very fun.
Absolutely, ladies. And, hopefully, give me a second, ladies. Hopefully, we'll have you guys back. We'll see how this season goes. But we also do interviews. We started doing interviews after the games. And so, we'd like to extend an invitation. I don't know how long this season will go, right? But definitely, if we need to invite you guys back, that's our hope as the playoffs go. we want to have athletes come on every Wednesday. So if that's the case, we'll send another invitation. And if you guys are available, we'd love to have you guys back. Now on Zoom, we can go up to 4 or 5. So, we may be bringing you guys back. Look, I'll say this: good luck tomorrow on y'all's game. I should be there tomorrow, and let's end this series in 2, and let's keep moving forward until we're the last team standing. Johnny, before I let the ladies go, is there anything you want to add?
Just bring home the state title. That's all I ask.
No pressure, ladies. Your family, and just remember this: you're champions already. No matter how it ends, you're champions. Now you've had a great season. No matter how this turns out, and families will count at the end of the day. So, ladies, thank you very much for spending some time here with us on the Pirates Cove. We hope to have you back this year before the season ends. But until then, Johnny, I told the girls as we do it here on the Pirates Cove. Until next time, ladies.
Peace out.
So